While word of mouth has always been essential in bringing in new customers, today having a digital presence is equally as essential. Trust us, we know. Whether you're using an aggregator site, your own dedicated website, or social media channels, you can increase your reach far and wide. More and more people are using search engines today to find ways of saving money and getting their cars fixed quickly. This means that customer loyalty is starting to wane. If you don't have an online presence, you won't show up in those search engines or be available to those new customers. But how easy is it to integrate digital options into your business? What are the best practices and how can they benefit you going forwards? A simple way to get online is by using a lead generating or aggregator website. These companies do the hard work for you, making sure that you get the bookings that are placed by customers without the need to go through building your own website. It's their online presence that you use while you sit in the background and take on the jobs or quotes that they bring to you.
So lead generation has come a long way. I've worked in marketing a long time now, and lead generation is kind of developed into something that actually is a crucial part of businesses who are looking to grow or ultimately to top up their needs. So, lead generation can work in a manner of ways. It could either be a case of it being a top up, so it can top up gaps, cancellations. Last minute cancellations really cost the garage industry massively. So if they've got an ability to be able to take on last minute bookings, it can really help them with kind of their weekly cash flow. But then to the point where you've got some new businesses who are looking for a brand new customer base, and lead generation can really help with that. So working with a lead gen company can vary. So there's lots of different opportunities in the market. Some of them are more labor intensive, but depending on what the needs are for each garage, then there should be a platform that's suitable for each one of them. The benefits of working with that lead generation is that it's very much at their control. It can help them to do what they need to do. But as I say, even with really traditional garages, they will have an existing database and a customer base. But ultimately, as we go older, driving doesn't happen the same. So they need to promote themselves to the younger generation.
The next step is to have your own dedicated website. It's very much forward facing, giving your business a strong platform on top of Google rankings and the ability to control the work that you bring in. But can it work for every garage?
Well, I think it's very much dependent on how that website is set up. So the majority of websites, even to this day, may have 4 or 5 pages on them, and they'll talk about MOTs, servicing, maybe a specialization. But in fact, the main attraction for anyone to go to that website is the name of the garage itself. So when it comes to a website, I think you have to be very clear as to what is the intention of that website. If that website is literally just to be found by your name, and your name is the main attraction point or traction amongst the search engine results, you can pretty much get away with anything. If it's the case that you want to have a website that can capitalize on the work that's out there and the work that you want to have coming in, then one of the best ways of doing that is to make it super simple for Google. And Google at the moment, and probably for the next good few years, is still the dominant vehicle by which any website ought to be judged. I'd say the most simple advice would be, first of all, work on your Google business profile. And every business has a Google business profile, and that's that panel of information that sits to the right-hand side of the search results that contains Google business reviews and so on. So work on that. Mention every individual repair and service that you want to be found for. And then when it comes to the website, where we probably differentiate ourselves to others, every individual repair and service that garage wants to be found for has its own page.
Another digital platform that can run alongside your aggregator or website presence is a social media channel. There's so many to choose from today, but they all allow you to reach a customer base that may be outside of your existing one, possibly even globally. It allows you to show off your expertise to a whole new audience, gives you the opportunity to have them message you directly, and you can run promotions there, which you can then send to your existing customer base as well. All of that taking place in a workshop, popular videos can really help to emphasize your growth on whatever digital platform you choose.
Workshops can absolutely gain work through social media. I mean, it's a great place for businesses to set up and to get some coverage locally. I think that's the biggest benefit for a lot of garages, is that you can work in a local way. You're not trying to reach the entire of the UK. You're actually probably trying to reach a kind of 20-30 mile radius around you that you can use paid advertising to target people specifically around you. I think platforms like Facebook are very set up for smaller businesses to get online, give themselves a presence. You don't necessarily need to have a website. You don't necessarily need to have any other kind of digital presence in terms of email marketing, but having social is a great place for businesses to start. I think people can overcomplicate what social media actually is. I think we see a lot of people that have large amounts of production equipment. They might have lighting, camera setups, everything like that. Realistically, if you've got a phone, you can create content. And I think that's really the best place to start, is just take a picture of what you do in your day-to-day. Try not to be too kind of promotional heavy, but just give people an insight into your business, the behind the scenes, what it looks like, makes you more approachable, a bit more friendly. But yeah, it doesn't have to be hard. It's just a case of take a photo, put it out there. There's a lot of good software out there that you can get free subscriptions to that will help you do this. So things like CapCut, things like Canva. Just create content and put it out there. You'll very quickly realize what works and what doesn't work, what gets engagement and bookings and what doesn't. And you can kind of tailor your content from there. But the biggest thing is just be out there creating content, put it up, see what works, and keep following that path.
So no matter what platform you choose, being online is important if you want to grow your business. With more and more people searching around and shopping around these days, they're turning to the internet to find the best deals and the best offers. That means if you're not online, you will miss out on those. Word of mouth and a loyal customer base is still essential, but adding that digital footprint into the mix can help to expand your business, future-proof it, and ultimately bring in more customers through your workshop doors.